aggressively.
No plan? Doesn't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Mall's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx is not insurance.
Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy place with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180.
Okay. Thank you. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KRN if you want to join the show at any time. Running a little behind here. I was trying to make it to or at least part of the community listening session for Jail Bed Task Force. I could tell Councilman Bob Smith is only there because he needs to get reelected. I'm just going to say it, call it like it is. He's only there. He's only doing this because he needs to get reelected. He didn't care. He didn't care 6 months ago. He didn't care the last year. He didn't care a year and a half ago. But there's heat on him. There's people coming up, and I know some of them that are going to run against him. And he feels that. He knows that's coming. And since the only thing he can actually hang his hat on is bikes and the bike trail, he figures he's got to do something, and this Jail Bed Task Force is his something. I could tell the questions he was asking. It's like, have you not listened to the sheriff? Seriously? You sound like you don't know what you're talking about, and you've been a city councilman for a while. So what have you been doing? Now Zach Bashertash, the other city councilman that was in the room. He's new to the game. He just showed up not even a year ago. Man of little words said, I'm here because we're fed up and we're tired and something needs to be done. That was it. Bob's up there, City Councilman Smith's up there running the meeting, slamming his gavel, asking questions that you can go back and watch the video. It's on YouTube. Just listen to him. The sheriff, I swear, I love Sheriff Donnie Youngblood, especially. I don't know if it's, and sorry, Sheriff, I know he's in the meeting, so he's not listening. It's either the old age or he's just ready to retire, because he's just like, I swear at times it sounded like he wanted to tell Bob, do you know what you're talking about, Bob? It sounds, yeah. But I'll go back over my notes. I'll go back over the tape. We'll discuss more of it tomorrow, I promise. We do have a couple of guests coming up at the bottom of the hour. The senior marketing specialist for the Blue Zones Project, Melissa Rossetter. Jonathan Gallardo? He is the organization lead for schools at the Blue Zones Project. And Richard Andrews, the nutrition services administrator from the current high school district. They have a new project they want to tell you guys about. So we'll speak with them. The other thing I wanted to talk about before we get them in, though, is did you watch? Did you watch, Chris? You know you watched it. Don't lie.
I didn't stay up to watch it, but I did watch the video.
Exactly. Everybody says the same thing when I ask them, did you watch Jimmy Kimmel? Did you watch Jimmy Kimmel? Oh, I don't usually watch. I didn't ask what you usually do. Did you watch last night? Yes. Yeah, I didn't stay up. I watched it on YouTube this morning, but you watched it. Of course, we all watched it. And I was going to have you pull audio, but I was like, it's not even worth it. I thought it was okay, except for the part where he took about 6 minutes to even get to saying, I'm sorry. He sat there for 6.5 minutes telling his little jokes or whatever before he got to the part where he said, hey, by the way, I screwed up. Now, I know he was choking back tears. He's an actor and a comedian, so I take that with a grain of salt. He tried to explain it away as, well, when it first happened, I had said, my condolences and thoughts and prayers go out to the family. So, and I still mean that. But then spent about maybe 45 seconds on that and then pivoted back to taking shots at Trump and the FCC. Just because, and then I never meant to make a joke out of a young man's death. Well, you did, though. That's the problem, is you did. And then try to spread misinformation about it, which he tried to separate himself from by saying, well, the killer, he doesn't represent anybody. Well, that's a nice way of actually accusing what the right was doing. That's what you did. You said the right is trying to separate themselves as if he isn't one of them. Those were your words, and now you're coming back and saying, well, he doesn't represent anybody. Oh, but he does, Mr. Kimmel. And now you're trying to separate yourself from the who this person is, if this is the person that killed Charlie Kirk. But now you're trying to separate the ideological thinking of where this person, who is crazy. There are crazy people out there, but they have to put stuff inside of their head from somewhere. Just so happens that his roommate was transgender. So as much as you try to say, oh, well, now he doesn't represent anybody, now you sound like the joke you were trying to make, separating yourself from the shooter. But okay, he doesn't represent anybody. He's just a crazy lone gunman that thought up all this all by himself and didn't get any of his crazy thoughts from any sector of the community whatsoever. He just randomly came up with this all by himself. So I had a couple of problems with Jimmy Kimmel last night. And I probably won't watch it again. That's it. It's like, hopefully, hey, at least most of us, I think that's it. Nobody's going to start watching Jimmy because of this. He got his boost. He's got his ratings night. His YouTube blew up for one night. And he can go back and start having crappy ratings again. That's going to be the hard part for Disney now, though, is how do they fire him for his crappy ratings without it looking like, well, you waited 3 months to fire him for the other thing. Now they're stuck with him.
Well, not necessarily.
What, his contract's coming up?
It is.
Yeah, but exactly, though. How do they make it look like, well, we're just not renewing because of his ratings? Because everybody's going to say, no, you didn't renew because of X, Y, and Z, and that's why you brought him back, because you knew you didn't have to renew the contract.
2 words, my friend. Recency bias. People are going to forget this ever happened.
No. Not. When's his contract up?
End of the year.
Oh yeah, no. We got 2 months. No, they're not going to forget by then. Maybe if it was the end of next year. That's too soon. I know we only have 7-second, memories, but
I would not be surprised if everybody just kind of said, "Oh yeah, I forgot he even had a show."
Not the left. I'm sorry. I hate to get political about it, but not the left. They don't let go. They hold more things than, well, I won't go there because she's probably listening.
You get yourself in trouble way
I get
faster than
myself in
yourself out of
trouble
it.
way too much. Because I just blah, right on the air and just, I don't care. Southside J almost came out today on California Avenue. They're lucky I have about that much Jesus left in me.
You know how many people I've seen drive on the new pavement?
Oh, we
even though it's not
drove
even
right over that bad boy this morning going to school. Me and a couple of other trucks. So much
open?
though,
Nobody cares.
they had to come back and repatch the spot that they had already done because we said, you know what? If you don't care, we don't care either. We're tired of it. Southside J almost came out. Got to get to a break. Blue Zones Project is coming up next with the Kern High School District. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Federal authorities say a shooter with a rifle opened fire from a roof onto a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement
Dude, they had the
location in
intersection
Dallas,
blocked at the school this
killing one
morning.
detainee
You
and
couldn't
wounding
turn onto
two
her
others
street
before
school
taking his
from
own life.
California at all. They had the
A
whole
law
street
enforcement
blocked.
official who
And I was like,
spoke to the Associated
dude,
Press on the
it's
condition of
drop-off
anonymity
time.
identified the
Girls, you guys
suspect
couldn't
as
pick any other
29-year-old
time but
Joshua
this one?
John. The attack happened on Wednesday morning. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is telling world leaders that the world is in the most destructive arms race in human history. He called on the international community to act against Russia now, asserting that Vladimir Putin wants to expand his war in Europe. On Wall Street, the Dow down by 171 points. More details at srnnews.com.
From the KRN Newsroom, you're live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Bill Robbins. The Kern County Board of Supervisors votes in opposition to the Prop 50 redistricting measure endorsed by Governor Newsom. District Supervisor Philip Peters, who introduced the measure, called a textbook definition of unfree and unfair elections. If Prop 50 passes, the independent commission that drafts California's congressional maps would disappear, and the state legislature would draw the map. Two men appeared in court on Tuesday to face charges for possession of child pornography. 32-year-old Ryan Jackson and 22-year-old Connor Rubalcado had their public defender enter not guilty pleas on their behalf. Jackson's bail was set at $90,000, Rubalcado's at $50,000. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now. 800-417-6411. That's 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-417-6411. 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways. It is not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
So there was a radical change in American foreign policy. Vladimir Putin invaded the airspace of both Poland and Estonia. Donald Trump was asked, should they be shot down? And he said yes, and further said that he believes Ukraine can take back the 20% that Putin has stolen. This is a whole new ball game.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Hold on, I'm all tangled up now. We'll do it live, Chris. Gotta loosen the guys up. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online at kernradio.com. Should we switch that mic, Chris, so it doesn't sound so echoey? No? Okay. Check us out online, kernradio.com. Also streaming live on YouTube. That's right. Go over to YouTube and search up Kern Radio. You can subscribe, hit that notification bell. Make sure you like the video because then it helps send it out to the rest of the world. And you guys can join us every single day. If you did, you got lucky. You saw some of the meeting that I was attending just before the show. That's the benefit of going on YouTube and subscribing and pushing the notification bell. If you don't do that, you'll never know when we go live. We could go live at 10 with a special of JR doing random dumb things in the office, and you'll never get to see it. So go over to YouTube and subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell. We got the Blue Zones Project coming in today. We have Richard Andrews. He is from the Kern High School District, and Jonathan Gallardo.
Yes,
Gallardo, am I saying that right?
Gallardo.
He is the organization lead for schools with Blue Zones Project, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So tell me about the project you guys going on. You're partnering up, teaching kids how to grow, huh?
We are. So Blue Zones Project is trying to make Bakersfield a healthier community. Can't get tired of saying that, right?
Right.
So
that's what we do. Wellness Wednesday.
That's exactly.
See, you guys fit perfect for the segment.
And so I think there's a lot more to nutrition and to just physical exercise, right? And so Blue Zones Project is trying to tap into all the other things that are, kind of there outside of just nutrition and physical exercise. So we're trying to, even just get the community more involved, have a sense of belonging, have a sense of purpose, and all of those other things. And so we're super excited for the partnership with the Kern High School District because obviously nutrition is a very important piece of it.
Yeah.
And so we're better guys than the nutrition folks over at the Kern High School District.
Yeah. So tell me about the project. What are the kids going to be doing, growing food, and where is that food going to be going?
So we actually for about, I don't know, maybe like about a year or so, we started helping the Kern High School District trying to secure some hydroponic gardens. And so, Richard, how about you tell us what a hydroponic garden is?
Right.
So we are part of the nutrition staff is part of the School Nutrition Association for the country as well as the state. And so we have, it's called Fork Farm, and they're a company that makes the hydroponic systems. And so we were at our conference, saw it, fell in love with it, and then been working over. It took me about a year to get it to
get it dialed in and exactly where you want it.
And I've seen, because I saw school districts that literally transformed old locker rooms into full hydroponic.
Really?
And so it's like, oh, we can do that. So we decided to try it out with just one actually, and then increase to two. And so we plant, harvest, and then we send it out to at least one school site to have their lettuce or whatever we've grown to be served on their salad bars or even in their on their lunch menu.
Where are you guys growing at?
Currently in our central kitchen.
Oh, okay.
So we have 3 hydroponic systems in our central kitchen. We start off with the one, and then Blue Zone helped us get 2 more. And so now we're loading them up. And so now we have school sites who are wanting to have, the FFAs are wanting to have hydroponics at their school sites to grow and then give to their cafeteria.
Ah, nice. So who is getting to go out there onto the sites and learn how to grow?
So far, it's just within our office,
because
we just need to learn the best way to do things, get the systems down pat, how to, if anything breaks or comes up, that way we can be the answer without them having to go to
the outside source, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the hope is to implement them into schools and everything like that
before the end of this school year.
Really?
Yes.
That quickly? Wow! You even surprised the Blue Zones Project. They're like, wait a second,
that's news to me. No, that
gotta get on the phone and tell people.
I go big or go home.
I'm about to make a request. You got $5,000. You got $5,000.
Hey, we'll find $5,000 for you guys.
19 schools, and so I mean, I think that's the neat part of it, right? Is the Kern High School District has that bar high, right? They don't settle for the bottom, and they already have 3 in their central kitchen, but you clearly hear that that's not enough.
That's not enough.
And I think it's super important because when you're put in that space and you see what these gardens are growing and producing, I think we need to involve our future generations.
Yeah,
right?
you need
Especially
the FFA, the Future Farmers of America, and stuff like that. I saw a bunch of kids out at the fair and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to start because that's what we do here, right? And that doesn't mean kids can go off to college or whatever, but if they can learn stuff here, the more likely they are to stay here. You know what I mean? And so getting them started early and learning about farming and learning about growing and learning about those kinds of systems where you don't have to live out in Buttonwillow, you know what I mean, with acres to be able to grow your stuff. You guys are doing it right inside of your own kitchen. And you said you're supplying schools?
That's it. So yeah, we can do one school site at a time, and it would give them about enough right now lettuce from one hydroponic, give them enough lettuce for a salad bar for 2 days.
Wow, that is amazing.
So with 3, that's a full week of salad bar lettuce coming from the hydroponics.
That is so cool. Tell me more about Blue Zones Project, what you guys are doing. You guys are, like you said, you're trying to make it healthier. You got a bunch of restaurants that you have now labeled as these are Blue Zone healthy places.
Yeah, so the restaurants are one of the big component of our work, but we also have work sites, grocery stores, and schools, right? And so every single one of these entities has a pledge that they need to basically take on. And so that's just saying that I pledge to be healthy. And then I pledge to change my environment. I pledge to serve more healthy foods. But I mean, it's easy things. It's things that we don't think about. Whenever you go to a restaurant and you're greeted with a glass of water, now you're more kind of, you don't even think about it. When they're like, hey, do you want a drink? No, just give me
Just give me a glass of water. Yeah.
And so now you're just drinking water throughout your meal. Another one is half portion meals too. So it's like, there's no need to load up on that full plate of nachos. Why don't you just order that half size? And so little things like that in that restaurant environment can ultimately make us healthier. In schools, we want students to be physically active during PE. We're reinforcing the no smoking policies, right? I mean, now that kids got these vapes and
vapes is a bad
and all of that
thing,
stuff. So it's basically what I always preach about in schools is at a mound, out of sight. We want to reverse that. We want to make that insight in mind. So if they see a no smoking sign, just remember, don't smoke. If you see a sign that says drink more water, just drink more water. But then also too, it's like seeing if we can bring in some more water fountains into like critical access points where students don't need to go all the way to the cafeteria to go get a glass of water versus, oh, it's right here in the hallway. Let me just fill up before I go to
have
class.
those refill stations.
So little things like that where we're just trying to nudge people to be healthier. In our work sites, I mean, one of the things that we preach about is stand-up desks. Right, to get people to stand up.
Hold on.
You got one? Oh, look, see, there it is, right behind us. He's got a stand-up desk. But then also too,
I'm breaking
clearly
stuff,
he never uses it.
My bad.
But another one too, it's like there's like these little bike
wheels,
that you
yeah.
put under your desk too. We're trying to get people to do those. Potlucks. I mean, there's just a variety of things that
I see ladies that do laps every day.
That's good.
And it's almost timed
Project,
about 11 o'clock. And I think they work at the Hall Ambulance, the training facility, but every day
About to send that to my contact right now. Hall Ambulance, call them right now.
no, they have their facility right over there training the next generation of paramedics and stuff. But they walk by every day. I see them about 11 o'clock. And then they do it again at about 2:45.
Okay. Yeah.
Same set of ladies. And there's a few different groups. There's probably about 3 or 4 different groups that do laps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every morning I wake up, I try to do some push-ups. And then in the day too, I'll come out and do a laps around here. And there's some benches out in the middle. I'll do a couple more push-ups just to, you know what I mean? We're sitting all day.
Yeah, no. And I think that's the important part of it too. And a lot of it is, it's options, right? And I'm not, my team members, they always preach about it. We're not trying to get people into the gym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just if you can get up for 10 minutes throughout
It's just
the day
eating
and
healthy
go for
and being
a
active.
walk, it's going to help us just get that movement out. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of Blue Zones Project as a whole. But I think the work where it's the most special is with our students.
The partnerships.
Yeah, and the partnerships with the current
high school district.
We just did our chop challenge. Richard here,
I saw that.
place.
Wait, hold
Second
on.
place.
Because our buddy down the hall, I don't know if you remember
right.
Romeo
Yeah,
from down the
Romeo was our
hall. Yeah,
judge.
94.1. He was one of the judges.
You should have seen his
You
scorecard.
guys
He's
were-
like 0-0-0. Never eating vegetables in my life.
Yeah, how'd you guys get him to eat vegetables?
No, I don't know.
I've never seen that guy eat
His
vegetables.
his scorecard was pretty good. So it's that partnership where we just come up with creative new ideas to get people excited about being healthy.
Talk to me about that chop challenge. What'd you do? You said you took second place?
Second place.
Okay.
1 point
He
from
was 1
first.
point away from
Oh,
first.
I got to talk to Romeo down the hall. It was his fault, bro. It was his
He's
fault.
like, bell peppers, X.
Tell us about what you made.
So me and my teammate Rayan Jenkins from Independence High, we came up with doing, we said bringing back the soul. So we did a Southern style stuffed bell pepper with a watermelon and pear refresher as our mock Kool-Aid.
Oh.
So the stuffed bell pepper was stuffed with quinoa, mushrooms.
Wait, what was that
onions,
first one again?
Quinoa instead of rice.
Ah, okay.
So that was our
He's
start.
like, what's quinoa?
Yeah, I was like, what is that? That's why you lost the point.
So then we had three secret ingredients
Oh,
that were
that
revealed
was-
like
that was
5
the
minutes
kicker.
before. So I had to think real fast. And so instead of putting tomatoes in my mix like you normally would, I put the pumpkin puree in place of tomato sauce. And then to give it a kick up, instead of adding the jalapenos, I ixnate those out and put the chilies in instead to use 2 of the secret ingredients. The third one was Nepalese. And then my refresher I did was watermelon, mango, pear, apple, lemons, and limes.
Ooh,
And a little agave syrup.
that
Which
sounds
they were
good.
calling it, if I remember, agua
agua-
fresca on steroids.
On steroids.
It looked refreshing. No, and what's neat too is each one of these contestants, well, they only had 30 minutes to cook up their dish, right?
Right.
But the surprise ingredients, like you said, I mean, we try to throw them off with the curveball. The chipotle peppers, I mean, if you're
Ooh.
cooking with chipotle peppers, it instantly changes the dish too. 'Cause
Always.
It gives it that smoky, spicy flavor, which I think some of the judges were like, oh, this is spicy. But anyway, they were judged on the creativity, the taste, and then their presentation. And so it was neat to see them. I mean, 30 minutes is 30 minutes, and I mean it goes by quick when you got your crowd cheering you on, and then you got to plate 6 different plates because you're trying to impress Romeo and Co. And so no, they did a fantastic job, and it was really nice.
That's
to see
cool,
them
and
together.
that's just part of the partnership that you guys do. And like you said, trying to bring excitement to just being healthy.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I remember I did the. You guys were part of the thing where you rode the bikes.
Oh yeah, that was
on the
a
West
fun
Side
one.
Parkway.
That was fun. I'm trying to see if we can get another one, get one of those going. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
me and
gonna
my
be hard to
daughter. Me and my
close down
daughter
the freeway.
loved that one.
That was fun. That was, I mean, I think even our city folks were saying that they didn't believe or they didn't know there were so many bikes in the city.
The people that were going to show up. Yeah.
because they were all just there, and it was neat. We'd love to do it again, but I mean, there's just so much stuff to coming down.
Yeah, how you gonna close the freeway
again? You know
Well,
what
I mean, you could do it down California Avenue right now. I'm just saying they've closed half of it. I'm just,
That's a
don't get
nightmare.
don't get me started on that one. Oh goodness! Now I want to thank you guys for coming by Blue Zones Project, for all you guys are doing in the community, for trying to keep everybody healthy and everything, and you guys over there at the Kern High School District for all you guys do for the kids and everything. And I can't wait to see those gardens get into some school sites and get those future farmers of America.
Well, we got $5,000. We can do it next.
If
time.
you guys
Right,
got
Richard?
$5,000
per site, and we have 19 of them.
Let's try to get one.
Let's do one.
Let's try to get one. If you guys can get one for us, if I got one person that can give us $5,000, we can get one of these farms into one of the schools, the Kern High School District.
Got a high
schools.
school ready right now.
You got a high school ready.
That's the ones that
Liberty,
I asked.
right?
Liberty's asking.
Liberty's asking. What about South High? I'm a rebel. I mean, wait, what are we? Spartans. Spartans. My bad.
Let me check.
No,
They might be willing.
I'm a South High from back in the day, man. Class of '98.
Let's go.
That's how long I'm about. Yeah, he looked at me like, "Dang, you old, sir." If I would have known that, I would have been calling you sir. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
2001 here.
That's all right, Richard. I'm just giving you a hard time. How you were born in what?
83.
Oh, okay. Oh, you graduated. I thought you were saying you were born in 2001.
I graduated
I was about to
2001.
kick you out of my
Vegas, Ohio.
studio. Goodness gracious. Jonathan Gallardo, Richard Andrews, Blue Zones Project, Kern High School District. You guys are awesome partnering together and doing some hydroponics so you guys can get some fresh vegetables and even fruits. Yeah. All the way to into the cafeterias and into the kids' mouths. Get them healthy for the next generation. Got to get to a break. If you guys want to check that out, there's a showing tomorrow. I'm sure they'll see it all over the news and stuff, right? There's people going to show up.
Better come out.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get those $5,000. So the more people we can get out there to go look at it,
Go check
the
it out
more we get
tomorrow.
Inspired.
If you think you want to try to help donate to a school, get out there tomorrow and go and check it out. Got to get to a break. On the other side, take some of your questions, comments, text messages, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. I'll tell you how Southside J almost came out this morning. I know you guys want to hear the story. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. That was fun, guys.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Thursday edition, Clay and Buck will dive into
the big press conference that took place in the White House surrounding autism. Dr. Oz will join us to break all of that down. Plus, ongoing fallout from the Jimmy Kimmel cancel universe. Also, President Trump lining up against his critics when it comes to a potential government shutdown. Thursday edition of Clay and Buck.
Live 9 to noon. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Oh, it's already Wednesday. The most beautiful thing about a short week, I get to the weekend sooner, which means I can get to the stockyard even sooner. Where's the stockyard? What is the stockyard, you ask? Well, it's a little speakeasy right next to Casey's Steakhouse, 2525 F Street. You wouldn't even know it's there. You're going to see some ropes. You're going to see a carpet. Walk up to the door, ring the doorbell. When they ask you what's the password, tell them, why not JR? They're going to let you in. You're going to walk into one of the finest establishments, not only in Bakersfield, not only in Kern County, but probably all of California. It's like you walk into a time travel. They take you back to the days of Speak Easy. Come on in. You can get appetizers off the menu from Casey's Steakhouse if you're hungry. Have a drink with Haley. Heck, I'll be in there this weekend. They also got live music going. And if you're looking to host a party, they got a banquet room. Maybe you got a birthday, a bridal shower. Those holiday parties are coming up. You better start planning for them. Get a hold of them over at the Stockyard, 2525 F Street, open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 6 p.m. to close. Come hang out with me and Haley. It's the Stockyard.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at endurancewarranty.com.
If you're driving a car or truck with an expired warranty and suddenly lost your transmission or needed a full engine repair, would a $4,000 repair bill leave you stranded? I'm Danica Patrick. Don't get caught off guard with a vehicle breakdown. Choose the company I trust. Endurance. No matter the mileage, if your vehicle is less than 20 years old, Endurance offers auto protection plans for any budget. Protection on the drivetrain, electrical, transmission, AC, and more. Plus 24/7 roadside assistance and rental car reimbursement on any plan. Endurance handles everything from making the claim to paying the certified mechanic of your choice. Act now and get 1 full year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value, free.
Call for your fast free quote today. Call 800-298-2007. That's 800-298-2007. 800-298-2007.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. KernRadio.com. Check us out on YouTube. Just search up Kern Radio and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Want to thank the folks from the Blue Zones Project and the Kern High School District. Their new partnership where they're going to start growing, or they've been growing food, and they're ready to get it into the cafeterias. They're being able to supply those, and hopefully one day we'll have one at a few of the different high schools. If you guys want to help out with that, they're looking for people to kick in some cash. So if you want to help, there you are. Farmers, any farmers want to, help out some future farmers? There's your opportunity. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Before I get into the Southside J story, go ahead, Chris. What?
They're coming for your Latino card.
What?
Someone's coming for that Latino card.
What do you mean? Why?
They say, please take JR's Latino card and rip it apart. Can't believe he can't pronounce a Latino name.
Well, hold on a second. First, you assume that I have a Latino card. My card says American.
He is very whitewashed.
You see the flag back there? My card says American. It's America.
We have warned you of this.
I'm sorry. You can send all mail to Seaburdick at American General Media. Is that it? Is that everybody's talking about?
Let's see. I got one here. It says at the Lakeside School District in the Silver Creek area, the kids can't even drink the water.
I almost spit out my water. What? They can't drink the water? That's
still
bad.
Heard about this like months ago, but I thought they fixed this situation.
Really? Somebody ought to look into that. The heck's going on? The kids can't drink the water at school. Our school, my daughter takes her Stanley still. They're not. Are they still banned at some schools because they could be used as weapons? That's what happens in public schools. Not only that, at my daughter's school, they have a grow yard. They grow all kinds of different things in there. So that's why I'm an advocate for private school. 661-842 KRN 661-842-5376. Anything else, sir?
Just one here asking for a T-shirt 3XL, the ones you were giving out at the fair. I'm not sure if we have any more, unfortunately.
Ooh, the current radio ones?
It would be the ones I would think.
I'll have to check. Get back to me tomorrow, and I will check for you. That doesn't mean everybody start calling in and requesting a T-shirt, okay? Just come see us out sometimes when we're out and about. I promise you won't have to be at the fair to do it. Okay, we'll get on the streets pretty soon. Matter of fact, I just want to do a show. I almost wanted to do it today outside of the meeting because somebody asked me, I think it might have been Uncle Mike Turnipseed asked me, he said, are you just going to do your show from here? I wish.
I think we could.
I could have taken over a whole half an hour of that meeting. But first off, how the heck did this committee get put together? Who assigned TJ Esposito and who assigned Cassie Biddle? Was there an application process? Because I didn't see it. How were these appointments made, first of all? And what's the agenda here? Because it started to sound like they just wanted their own jail. You can go back and watch some of at least a portion of the meeting that I was able to attend this morning. Again, I love it when I walk in and everybody's like, oh my God, JR's here. Did you see JR's here? Yeah, JR's here. Welcome. That's what we do. That's what we do. What else were they saying at this meeting? I had marked it at 11:36. Donnie was talking about mega barracks. They had taken two of their old barracks and turned it into a mega barracks, basically. And he said it could house 120 beds, but only for misdemeanors. That way he could open some of that portion up. Go back and watch it because Donnie cracks. He's like, if they jump the fence, whatever. He literally said that. Whatever, because we're releasing them anyways. But that could open up 120 beds, but he has to wait until April to do that because the DRC has a contract with them till April and he doesn't want them to catch wind and then they're going to want some of those beds and he doesn't want to have to do that. He wants to try to move on making them available to the county and the cities, but we got to wait till April. Bob Smith asked a question about when we release people, do we like say somebody is from LA and they get out of jail? Do we release them? Do we ever send people back to LA? I was like, no, we release them we put them on a bus and they can get off anywhere between here and downtown, Lerdo and downtown. There's about 5 stops. Well, why don't we send them back to LA? Because we don't want LA sending us back Bakersfield people. We don't want to get into that fight. So we don't send people back. He just said no, Bob. That's what I felt like getting up and saying. No, we don't send people back to LA. And then somebody asked, well, why are we housing them here if they're not residents? And the sheriff said, because they were breaking the law in Kern County. And therefore, they're under the jurisdiction of the sheriff. Does anybody know how this thing works around here? Basically, is what Donnie wanted to say. You guys put together a task force and you start asking questions that you should know the answers to. And if you don't, you should have been asking them a long time ago. I'm telling you, a part of this is Bob Smith. The others, Christian Clegg, the city manager. I have a feeling he's fed up too, and he's trying to move some. He's at least trying to bring everybody to the table. But Bob Smith, he's just trying to get reelected. That's what this is about for Bob. This is why he wanted to start this joint bed task force to find jail beds, whatever. It's really the Bob Smith needs something that he can say he accomplished. So when he's got actually people that's running against him next year because he's up for re-election, he's got to have something that he can hang his hat on and say, well, you remember I helped get 20 beds for the city. I did that. My name's Bob Smith. Re-elect me for city council. Even though I've been here for actually one of the longest sitting city councilmen. What have you done in your tenure, Mr. Smith, besides you and your boys making a lot of money? What have you done for the city? All of a sudden now you want to show up. There's people on your heels and you feel the heat. People want your seat. I got to get out of here for the day. I'll tell you the story about Southside J some other time. Be thankful I got Jesus. I got Jesus and I got Southside in me. Pray with me. Don't play with me. That's all I'll say. You got to get out of here and make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN. Lakers. This is 96.1 FM.
Hindu. I look Hindu? Maybe it's the lighting in here, Josh. Hindu. He said I look Hindu. Y'all are out of control. Yeah, I guess the mustache might be a little Indian. Just a little Indian. I get it. All right, you guys, be good to each other.